Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to George C. Zulius Field at Plymouth Regional High School as we get set for Week 5 of the NHIAA Division II football season as the Bobcats of Plymouth Regional High School at 4-0 take on a tough opponent in the Falcons of Bow High School. Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Salter alongside our staff here on Pemmy Baker TV. So glad you could join us. A couple minutes left here in warm-ups here for Homecoming 2024. Bobcats looking to remain perfect on the season. Bow looking to extend their winning streak, coming in 3-1. This is a Bow team that is not as strong up front as they have been in the past, but just like almost every team in New Hampshire, a very run-first offense, a very power-driven offense on the ground.
For today's NHIAA Division
With that, we'll turn it over to Tony Torino for the pregame announcements.
Plymouth Bobcats. We at PRHS and the NHIAA understand what an honor it is for student athletes to represent their schools and towns. Please be positive in every aspect of the game, sportsmanship from the players, coaches, and fans. Positive cheering only and respect for the officials working today's game.
So we do have a pregame ceremony, as we traditionally do for homecoming, which we'll get to in just a second. Thought I was going to start that right then. But looking at both teams, very run-first type of offenses. This is a Plymouth team that is led by the likes of Ben Valenti, 474 yards on the ground on 53 carries, 7 touchdowns, and 1 2-point conversion. On the other side, a Bow team with a total of just under 900 yards rushing on the season. And it's a team that uses their guards on their offensive line really well. They'll sometimes have pull guards opening up holes, getting some extra protection. So it's going to be difficult for Plymouth to pick up on the run scheme. And you've got to be careful if you get the likes of Cody McCraney on the outside. He has some absolute wheels. We've seen it over the course of the season. He can really turn on the Jets if he gets outside the numbers and down the sideline. So Plymouth really has to protect the edge and force Bow to go up the middle. Warm-ups have come to an end. We're getting ready for the captain's meeting. Again, captains for Plymouth: Luke Diamond, Eli Crane, and Emmett Nosseman. All having a chance to talk during the homecoming pep rally yesterday to the student body. Get everyone fired up. Other action today, boys soccer taking on John Stark. Actually, kickoff is, well, it's about halftime now. As that started at 12 o'clock. Girls against John Stark for homecoming kicked off at 10 a.m. today. Congratulations to the boys and girls cross-country teams. Wrong season, go me. Who really controlled and had a very strong win at home in the Bobcat Invitational. Some great competition there. Unified taking on Keene. Bow being visitors, they're going to call the toss. So Bow won the toss. They elect to defer.
Bow has won the toss, and they have elected to defer.
So Plymouth will receive here in the first half, going left to right across your screen. As the captains will shake hands. And we'll get ready for the national anthem. Back in just a moment. Kickoff coming up next on Pemmy Baker TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to bring your attention to the 5 jerseys hanging from the football tower. Number 30, Tom Davis. Number 32, Jared Van Alst. Number 40, Mark Dakota. number 65, Doug DeCenzo, and number 87, Steve Batchelder. These former Bobcats were unable to be with us for our homecoming celebration after making the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Please join us in honoring these 5 and all other men and women in our armed services with a moment of silence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's anthem will be performed by the PRHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. William Gunn.
Great job, as always, by Will Gunn and the PRHS Pep Band, bringing us our national anthem. So get ready for Homecoming 2024. Again, we look at Bow coming in 3-1 in the season, 3 straight wins after their tough loss to the defending champions in Pelham back on September 7th. From then, they have really controlled their games. Away at Merrimack Valley, winning 23-13, and then back-to-back home wins against Kingswood 19-7, and then shutting out St. Thomas Aquinas last week 21-0 before they start this 2-game road trip, essentially for them. Plymouth, first time they've trailed at all this season. First time they were down at half as well at Kingswood, down 14-13 at the break, but pitch a shutout in the second half, coming away with that 26-14 win out in Wolfboro to stay perfect on the season. Let's get ready for the kickoff. Looks like Liam Shannon and Logan Marsh back to receive the kickoff here. Joseph York to kick it off for the Falcons. And we are underway here in the homecoming game. Shannon from his own 20, trying to go across the field and is wrapped up and tackled at the 30. And that's where Plymouth will start the opening drive. Caleb Schumacher in there on the tackle. So Luke Diamond in the offense will go to work. Luke Diamond was taken out of the game in the first half last week. Did take a couple of big hits at Kingswood. Has had a good week of practice, and we'll have Eli Bargwin lined up wide left. Rainier in motion, handoff in the backfield, and a couple of yards of forward progress for the Bobcats.
Patridge on the carry.
There's Tristan Patridge, number 24, on the carry.
Brought down by Cody.
It's a Plymouth team that rushed for 314 yards last week at Kingswood. Handoff, Valenti this time. Secondary coming up quick from Bo. Valenti, they'll mark him out to the 36. And it looks like we do have a flag down on the play. Came in late. Dead ball, personal foul on Bo, so some extracurriculars after the whistle called by the officials, and this will give Plymouth a first down, and I'll mark it out to the Bo 49-yard line. Patridge in motion. Diamond tries to roll out, has nowhere to go, has to throw it away. Right as he got hit, he was outside of the box, into the pocket there, so no intentional grounding. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Didn't get a chance to talk about Bo's defense. A team that not as much as Kingswood tries to really put 10 guys in the box, but they bring up their secondary and safeties pretty close. So if Plymouth can get the passing game going, it's going to open up the Bo defense. Handoff here, Patridge's left side. He'll cut back upfield across the 45. Still on his feet and tackled at about the 41. Patridge getting some nice yards after contact there, 10:32 remaining here in the first, and we're scoreless so far here in the opening drive.
Third and 3 from the 42.
Beautiful day for homecoming, also homecoming over at Plymouth State University. So a lot of actioning happening around town. Diamond will go under center. Handoff, Thorne. As the big fellow will get over the 40 and enough for a Bobcat first down.
Thorne on the carry, and that's good for a Bobcat first down.
So at least for the first half, things could be interesting for kicking for Plymouth, as Luke Legacy, primary member of the boys soccer team, as they're playing right now, as we mentioned in the pregame. So handoff, Crane left side, cuts upfield across the 35. I'll mark him right at the 35, but again, just little chunks of yardage here and there, continuing to wear down this Bo defense. It's all about time management here today for Plymouth. Diamond back to throw. Out here to the near side. Rainier has it, and he will rush in for a Bobcat touchdown. A beautifully designed play there by the Bobcats. Again, we talked about it. If you can open up that passing game, it's going to work for you. And Jackson Rainier, believe, has his first catching touchdown of the season. And it is his first touchdown. Entered today with 3 catches, 43 yards total after his stellar season last year. Kick is up and good.
Diamond's extra point is
So
good.
Luke Diamond doing the kicking. Why not? And a 7-0 lead for Plymouth here at home in homecoming 2024. Now we'll see what Bow can do in their opening drive. Talked about it. Brady Lover, the starting quarterback, leads the team in rushing by 2 yards over Caleb Schumacher. 312 and 310 respectfully. So, very run-heavy offense as we've talked about. But you can't let Schumacher get outside the numbers. Schumacher, Rob Elias, and Carr's back to receive the kickoff here from Luke Diamond. Great kick from Diamond down inside the 5. Schumacher going right up the gut, tripped up across the 20, and he'll be down at about the 24-yard line, but good return for Bow. And the Falcons offense will go to work here with 8:28 to go in the first quarter, and the Falcons trailing by 7. Handoff right away, a gain of about 6 on the carry.
Miller on the carry.
There for Miller, number 22, junior running back for the Falcons. Bobcat defense shifts here. Codier will get across the 35, enough for a Falcons first down. Subs coming in both sides here. Puts in Rob Elias in the backfield again. Handoff and maybe a gain of 2 for Bow. And that's for Schumacher, slow to get back up, as he will head to the sideline here.
Schumacher on the carry, brought down by Crane and Shannon.
Second and 9. Bow sticking with the 3 in the backfield. Handoff, flag coming in late, coming from behind Plymouth's defensive side.
Down on the play.
But Miller had nowhere to go. We'll see what the ruling is here. It's going to be on Bow. So penalty will be declined by Plymouth. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 now. I like that call, taking a down away from the Falcons. 2 wide receivers set. Lover back to throw, and it's in her. Oh, I thought they had it. In and out of the hands of, I believe that's Liam Shannon. And it is indeed 83. But it will bring out the punt unit here for Bo.
Broken up by Shannon.
So Patridge and Marshall go back to receive the punt. As Lover will punt it away. 6:08 to go, first quarter. 7-0 lead for the Bobcats here at home. A high snap, and Lover gets off a high kick. As March will just fall on it at his own 35. Gave the fair catch signal, but able to corral it underneath his body, and Plymouth will go back to work offensively. Update around Bobcat Country. Girls soccer falling here on homecoming earlier this morning, 2-0 to John Stark. Handoff Valenti has some room up the middle, across midfield. Great protection inside with the guards there. And Medeiros, as well as the center, opening up that lane.
Brought down by a clear. First down catch.
16-yard carry there for Ben Valenti. Bobcats in Falcon territory. Fullback handoff. Patridge gets into the secondary, nearly bobbles it out of his hands, able to pull it back in, and he's tackled across the 35. And another big carry there for Plymouth.
First down.
This time a 15-yard carry. Plymouth will send a Bargwin out wide left. Diamond handoff right away. Valenti slips past the defensive line there, gets yards after contact out to about the Falcons' 30-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Able to slip off a couple of hands that were on the shoulder pads.
Valenti on the carry, brought down by Hammond.
So Hammond in on the tackle for Bo. Sam Hammond, the senior linebacker. Handoff, Patridge tries to find that second hole and gain a couple on the carry. Bring up 3rd and short now for the Bobcats. At the 27. Delayed handoff. Thorne dives. It's going to be close to the sticks as he got inside the 25. Where is the spot going to be, though? It's close. They're going to call it 4th down. They're not even going to bring the chains out. So 4th and inches here for Plymouth, and traditionally they're going to go for and try to go for the conversion here. Bargan will flip to the right side. Handoff Thorne, bounces to the left, spins inside, and will get enough for a first down.
On the carry.
Good work there on 4th down, getting the conversion.
Brought down by Lover.
Under 3 to go first quarter. Bobcats threatening to score once again.
First down, Bobcats.
Mark it at the 21, just outside the red zone. Hand off the fullback there in Russo, as he will drive forward for a gain of about 7. As Plymouth threatening
Russo
deep in Bow territory here. Trusock lining up as the wide receiver left. Fallback handoff as, again, Robbie Thorne just bouncing off defenders. Will get inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Bobcats.
Brought down by Cloutier.
Cloutier with the tackle. So Wildcat here for Plymouth. Handoff for Valenti. He'll dive inside on the draw play there. We'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Valenti on the carry.
Valenti with the direct snap.
Brought down by Hutchinson.
So again, Plymouth going with the same setup here. Wonder if this is to protect Luke Diamond. A bobble on the snap. Robbie Thorne will charge into the end zone for another Bobcat touchdown.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
So with what happened to Luke Diamond last week
Touchdown score by
in that same vicinity, wonder if head coach Chris Sanborn trying to protect the starting quarterback. But nevertheless, touchdown is good, and Diamond will come out to kick the extra point attempt. Captain Sanborn to hold. As Diamond's kick is up and good, as Plymouth holds a 14-0 lead here late in the first quarter with 36 seconds to go over the Falcons here on homecoming. To really, Bo kind of needing to do the same thing that Plymouth has done, is trying to open up the passing game if they can and pressure the secondary of Plymouth and the linebacking core, get him out of position.
Grab lunch over at the Cat Shack.
Where then it can hopefully use that running game with Schumacher.
Grab some Bobcat here up at the top of the hill.
Get something going here. Time to kick off. It's a little blooper short, going to go to the near side. Concars has nowhere to go And a flag comes in late on the play.
Flag down on the play.
There's going to be a face masking penalty on Plymouth here. So this will give the Falcons some great field position to start their next drive. Mark it off 15 or 5 yards here on the play. So out to their own 29. New quarterback Jake Wheeler in, number 9. He'll be under center. Bobcats shift. Handoff Schumacher, right side, and has nowhere to go. And it looks like a tackle for a loss of a yard on the play.
Schumacher on the carry. Brought down by Nossaman.
Emmett Nossaman reading it beautifully, getting out there. The captain leading the charge. As this will do it for the first quarter of play. Plymouth controlling here at home on homecoming weekend. At the end of one, it's the Bobcats 14, the Falcons 0. You're watching Bobcat football on Pemmy Baker TV. Back here at Plymouth Regional High School, the foothills of the White Mountains, a beautiful October Saturday. Getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Wheeler coming back in as quarterback. You wonder what happened to Brady Lover in the first quarter. Schumacher and Cloutier in the backfield. Cloutier with a handoff. Cuts back up inside. Turns on the Jets and is tackled at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Able to cut back against the grain, and that help of that really strong offensive bull line using the slide opened up a beautiful gap.
You got no hands, bro. The reason I used to play quarterback on TV.
Handoff, Cloutier again gets hit right away by Liam Shannon. Forward progress will give him a yard. So like some Miller heading to the sideline.
Where's your gloves at, bro?
So Lover is actually in as a running back right now on this drive. As he receives the handoff, bounces off a defender. Still driving forward, gets up and deep into the secondary of Plymouth, and will get a Falcons first down. Jackson Rainier in on the tackle. Same with the likes of Nathan Lyons, number 22.
Cover on the carry, brought down by O'Neill.
I can't.
So a great drive being put together here by Bo. And a fumble picked up by Plymouth. It's Lions across the 30. He's tackled out at the 28. And after a tough handoff exchange, Plymouth
Number 22, Nate Lyons.
recovers and will have great field position deep in Falcon territory. Lions picking that one up on literally on the hop, right into his hand, saying, "Thank you, I'll take this," and off and running. About a 25-yard return. Sanborn under center now. Marsh in motion, handoff Valenti. Valenti getting spun forward, still on his feet, tackled with forward progress inside the 20.
Valenti on the carry.
Brought down.
Brought down by Flag.
Say it was number 44 and Chase Flag. And a timeout taken by Bo. Their first charge timeout.
Timeout Falcons.
We'll take a timeout as well. Under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Plymouth leading 14-0 on Pemmy Baker TV. Back out of the Falcons' first timeout here in the first half. 9:52 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats threatening to extend it to a 3-score lead here. Handoff from Sanborn as Patridge has nowhere to go. Actually, mark him as a loss of 1 on that carry. Third and 2. Here for Plymouth, Schumacher in on the tackle for Bo. Sanborn under center, fullback handoff. Patridge has enough for a Bobcat first down. Gets out to the 16-yard line.
Patridge on the carry. Brought down by Hutchinson.
As Plymouth continues to just wear down this Falcons defense. A lot of possession time here for Plymouth so far in the first half. I got Robbie Thorne in the backfield. Eli Crane in motion on the jet end around and that sweep and gets forward and takes contact at the 10.
Crane on the carry.
King Carr is on the tackle, number 35. Quickly a 2nd and 1 for Plymouth. This time, fullback handoff for Robbie Thorne, runs into a couple players in the backfield, slips up across the line of scrimmage, but gets just enough for the first down, and it's 1st and goal at the 5.
Thorne on the carry, brought down by Auclair.
So you bring in Ben Valenti now, in the short yardage. Handoff. As Valenti will get a couple. Tackled at the 3.
Valenti on the carry.
So now Robbie Thorne will come back in for Valenti. Eli Crane also coming off the field. Really status quo. Keep the running game going if you're Plymouth. Paul hasn't been able to stop you yet. Approaching 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Handoff. Thorne has some blockers. Dives for the end zone. And he's in for a Bobcat touchdown.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
As Plymouth extends it to a 20-0 lead, Luke Diamond coming in for the extra point attempt. And we'll see if he continues to kick or if Legacy will take over duties in the second half after the boys soccer game. But keep Diamond in. He's been kicking beautifully so far. Tough snap, but good hold there from Sanborn. And Plymouth with a 3-score lead, 21-0 here at home for homecoming weekend. So if you're Bo, it's time to start taking some chances. Try to open up that secondary and get the likes of Schumacher off and running. You've had speed inside. You've had some big gains. Have to exploit some of these weaknesses for Plymouth. So Lover now going back as one of the return men to replace Schumacher. Diamond will go short here. Fumbled across the 30, still loose. And it looks like Bo will fall on it. Thanks to Miller. As Bo will have good field position at their own 37-yard line. Play action. Quarterback keeper left side for Wheeler, and he'll be forced out of bounds. Getting a gain of about 2 on that carry.
Pushed out of bounds by Osiri.
For the junior quarterback. Zeno Sarian with credit for the tackle there. Cloutier with the carry, nowhere to go. Plymouth secondary coming up big on the edge. Liam Shannon in on the tackle, same with Nathan Lyons.
Brought down by Shannon.
3rd and long for Bow here, trying to avoid that 3 and out. Shannon comes off the field a little gimpy. Stay with us at halftime. We'll show you the PRHS Pep Band's halftime performance. Wheeler still under center. Lover in motion. Handoff. Schumacher cuts back upfield. Crane in on the tackle with Liam Shannon.
Schumacher on the carry. Brought down by Crane.
Gain 7. It'll be 4th and 1 here. And so if you're Bow, you're starting to think about going for it, get some momentum going, and they are. Here comes Wheeler. Five minutes and counting, second quarter, 21-0 lead Plymouth. Handoff and right at the line, but a flag coming in the backfield.
Down on the play.
Expect this to be a hold on Bow. Oh. Legal motion on the line there, so. Or legal formation. Either way, it's going to be against Bow, and this will back him up and force a punt.
Falcon penalty for an illegal shift.
So they call it an illegal shift is the penalty. They'll back him up 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 6 from their own 41, and Plymouth getting ready for the punt here. Lover back to punt it away. Good snap there. It's off of one of his blockers. An unfortunate bounce. It's recovered by Plymouth. And Russo. And just an unlucky break there for Bow, as Plymouth will take over at the 24. It's a little bit low of a snap, but still a really good one, but the kick just hit back of one of the blockers out in front. Couldn't see the number. So Plymouth with a second drive deep in Falcon territory. High snap, Diamond back in at quarterback. Flag coming in far side. Pass is complete to Jackson Rainier, but we'll see what the flag is here.
Flag down on the play.
That'll be a false start on Plymouth. So it'll make it 1st and 15 now with 4:31 to go. Drewsock in there as a tight end right now. Bargwin out wide near side. And a flip of Bargwin to the other side now. High handoff to Valenti. Strips off of one defender. And is pulled down.
Flag down on
and
the play.
Another flag on the play. And a chop block called on Plymouth. So Bow's defense with the help of penalties. Penalties have been an issue for Plymouth the last couple of games. Now it's going to make it 1st and 25. That 10-yard penalty, it backs him out to the Falcons' 41. Plymouth needs to get to Bo's 14-yard line. Diamond stepping back to throw, has pressure on the edge, trying to get away. Will throw in off the hands of Legacy, who wasn't really expecting that pass. We'll bring up 2nd and long.
Diamond's pass incomplete, intended for Legacy.
Cooper Legacy, the intended target. Diamond gonna throw, stepping up into the pocket, over the middle, finds Mack at the 10. No flags on the play. A 26-yard reception for Mack.
Diamond complete to Mack.
Cooper Mack, the junior tight end, with a big catch there. And they actually give him enough for the first down at the 9, so 1st and goal. Diamond doing well to step up, feeling the pressure, and slide up in the pocket there to avoid the edge rushers, and threw a perfect pass there for Mack. Mack had to go up and get it, but it was that back shoulder. Handoff. Marsh dragging some Falcons players by his ankle inside the 5, down to the 2. Bobcats.
Marsh on the carry.
Looking to get another one here late in the first half and extend their lead. So Logan Marsh will come back in. Looks like he will now play quarterback. Quarterback keeper and diving for the end zone. Marsh is in for the touchdown. And again, Plymouth protecting Luke Diamond near the goal line.
By number 15, Logan Marsh.
Logan Marsh joins in on the scoring, and it's a 27-0 Bobcat lead. Gavin Sanborn coming in to hold. Bo bringing the pressure, but the kick is up and good. And a 4-score lead for Plymouth here with 1:56 to go in the second quarter. If you're Bo, you've got to get something going.
Shack is open. It's 50-50. It's at the top of the hill.
Got to start pressuring Plymouth secondary somehow. Need some possession. You need your defense to get some rest. They'll have it here at the break, but would love to get something before going to the locker room. Driven by Diamond. Schumacher at the 10. Finds some running room, dancing off of a couple players across the 30 out to about the 33. And a solid return there for Bo.
Schumacher on the return. Brought down by Russo and Crane.
So again, Boma's had some really good field position around or beyond their 30-yard line for most of their drives to start. Handoff. Cloutier has a flag coming in the backfield. Cloutier will scramble to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but it will be a call as a holding penalty on Bo.
Holding Falcons.
So it'll make it a 1st and 15 for Bo. Falcons will break the huddle. Kankar's in the slot. Dennis is the wide receiver. Pro-I formation as Lover pump fakes, throws over the middle, and it falls incomplete. Kankar's was the intended target. So 2nd and 20 now. Need to get to Falcons 44 beyond for the first down here. 1:25. Bo has 2 timeouts remaining. Plymouth have all 3 of theirs. Pitch back. Kankars has nowhere to go. Jackson Rainier on the tackle. As Bo will take it, or Plymouth will take a timeout, actually. That's a smart one. Being 3rd down. Maybe have a chance to get something here and get possession back before the break. We'll step aside one more time. 1:17 to go in the 2nd. Bobcats controlling 28-0 here at home. Back out of the first charge timeout to Plymouth. Teams have 2 remaining each. 3rd and 18 now. Lover drops back in the pocket, steps up. Good throw over the middle. Kankars couldn't control it. Was protected well against Logan Marsh, and it will fall incomplete. And with that, 4th down and the punt team coming on, so that timeout looking good. Head coach Chris Sanborn. Plymouth will have a chance to have a decent return here and have possession before going locker room. So again, Bo won the toss, elected to defer to the second half.
That wasn't my responsibility.
Low end over end. Patridge at his own 47 gets tripped up across the Falcon 45. Ken Carr's got tripped up and was in on the tackle, but he's going to be subbed out here. So Plymouth with 1 minute and 2 to go in the second quarter. 2 timeouts. Will start at Bo's 43-yard line.
Exactly. I blocked it.
Diamond hasn't really tried to air it out to a Bargain that we've seen in the last couple of games early on. We'll see if he tries to do something here. Step backs the throw. Goes over the top, and it falls incomplete. Out of the hands of Cooper Legacy. Covered nicely there by Brady Lover.
Diamond incomplete intended for Legacy.
Me?
Legacy has yet to make a catch this season. He's been targeted a couple of times. Diamond for the shotgun. Here comes the blitz off the edge, and he will be sacked. Big time pressure coming. Cloutier in on the sack. Had some help with the rush there from Braden Brown, the sophomore linebacker. Just like that, third down. Under 30 seconds to go. And a timeout on the field called by Plymouth.
Timeout Plymouth.
We'll keep it right here for you. Correction. Flag is rostered as 44, but wearing 41. We just got word. So we apologize for calling that incorrectly here in the first half for Bo. So it makes it 3rd and 20 now for Plymouth after that sack. Diamond will stay in the shotgun. A step up in the pocket, hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Lover with a nice return for Bo across midfield. And that's definitely, as Diamond was throwing, had some pressure on his arm and couldn't get underneath it like he wanted to. It's the second interception thrown this season by Luke Diamond. And with 15 seconds to go at the Bobcat 49, we'll see if Bo decides to try to air it out downfield. Trailing by 4 scores. Bo will go trips left. Lover as quarterback, hands in the face, and pass falls incomplete. Intended for the likes there, number 22, Miles Miller. Again, Bo with 2 timeouts remaining. Only 10 seconds, so you've got to get a pass like that downfield and then call a quick timeout. At least try to play for the sideline maybe. So flag will come in as a running back for Schumacher. Same formation and a whistle here. As Bo will call a timeout. Coaching staff not seeing something they liked. Coach Paul Cohen. Better crowds here this season on the hillside below us for homecoming. Great to see a lot of current and former student and student athletes returning to enjoy all the action here this weekend. Still 2nd and 10 for Bo at the Bobcat 49 after the interception. Miller in motion. Lover gonna air this one out left side. Marsh breaks it up beautifully. Getting the arm straight up, not getting his hands on the intended target there. Believe it was Harrison Dennis.
Broken up by Marsh.
Clock will stop at 2 seconds. Lover showing off a cannon of an arm there. So with 2 seconds, Bo just going to run this one out by the looks of things. Oh, they're not. Lover going to step back here and go a little screen, get some numbers forward. As, oh my, coming from behind, Landon St. George just drops on the back there of Gank Cars, but it will be a flag on the play. And it should give here head coach Chris Sanborn not happy with St. George there because it's going to give Bo a free play, I believe, here at the end of the quarter with some really good field position. That's how the officials decide to rule it. But nope, it won't be. It'll just be a penalty. Dead ball personal foul on St. George. But with that, we reach halftime. And it's been all Bobcats so far at the break. We'll be back to recap first half of action and get ready for second half kickoff. Here at the half, it's Plymouth Regional 28, Bow High School 0. You're watching Bobcat football here on Pemmy Baker TV. Welcome back to George C. Zulius Fields here at Plymouth Regional High School as the Bobcats make their way back onto the field out of the halftime break. Bo warming up at midfield, stretching right now, and this game been all Bobcats so far, leading 28-0 at the break. Although not perfect for Plymouth with the interception by Luke Diamond as he was hit when he threw. Brady Lover with a beautiful return past midfield, but Bo has really struggled to get deep in Bobcat territory at all here today. And they wonder if they're going to start trying to air it out a little bit more. We saw that towards the end of the first half. Lover able to kind of go deep, but a couple of penalties pulled them back out of really any threat of pressuring towards the end zone. And the secondary and the cornerbacks of Plymouth really haven't been tested too often with anything difficult. So you wonder if that will change here in the second half with Bo down 4 touchdowns on the road, trying to improve to 4-1 in the season. Bobcats looking to stay perfect and move to 5-0 as we pass the midpoint of the regular season here in 2024 for homecoming for the Bobcats. And all of you watching and have been a part of the program or part of the Bobcat community, we thank you all for tuning in and continue to support the Bobcats here, not only today, but all season long. We'll see a couple of questions is how healthy is Luke Diamond? He hasn't been in at quarterback in any plays really within the 10-yard line. After we saw the shots he took at Kingswood last week, especially on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown in the first half last week, really in the first quarter. And so you wonder what could be going on there, but it's worked out, obviously. Plymouth perfect so far. We've seen some throws downfield. Cooper Mack with another big reception. Couple of catches this season, one being that big one about 3 weeks ago here at home. First play from scrimmage for that touchdown. And week 2 of the year. Seen Cooper Legacy targeted a couple of times. And really, who's going to continue to control the running game for Plymouth? You see Robbie Thorne getting some big runs in as well, a couple of touchdowns. Ben Valenti, strong as always while running. And we do see Luke Legacy warming up on the near sideline after a fantastic 1-0 win for boys soccer not long ago over John Stark here on homecoming Saturday. It's a chance to play a factor here in the second half of this game. So again, Bo won the toss at the beginning of the game. They elected to defer, so right away, essentially coming in cold. Luke Legacy will kick things off here to start the second half of action. We haven't seen too much of Schumacher for Bo, although he is in to receive the kick. I expect if it's Legacy, which he's lining up in the huddle, this one will just kind of go through the end zone for a touchback, the way he's been kicking this season. And so remember, there is the penalty by St. George at the end of the first half that's going to be tacked on here. The 15-yard penalty. So Legacy really going to show off his legs. The kickoff at his own 25. Schumacher with his heels on his own 16-yard line. As we're back underway here in the second half, it's going to go to the near side. Gantt Cars at his own 22, and Russo wraps him up across the 30. Maybe a 10-yard return for Concars, but Plymouth, despite the penalty on the kickoff and having to kick it off from their own 25, hold Bow in some fairly deep territory on their end to start this drive at their own 34. So Wheeler in at quarterback again, the backup. Handoff flag. Right side, he'll cut across the 35, a gain of 1 on the carry.
Miller on the carry. Brought down by Russo.
Flag and Schumacher in the backfield. Motion for Bow. Flag. Slips trying to cut back upfield. He'll maybe get a yard.
Cloutier on the carry.
3rd and 1. Medeiros subbing out for the defensive line. Plymouth going with some speed here up front. Sticking with a 4-3. Play action. Wheeler going to roll out. Lefty throws just out of the reach of his intended target. Tried to find the likes there of Harris and Dennis. This will fall incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Bobcats force a 3 and out here to start the second half. And continue their strong defensive stance here this afternoon. Don't think Bow has gotten anywhere near Plymouth's red zone. Lover punts it away to the far side, and that one will land out around the 38. Decent punt. They'll mark it at the 39, not giving Marsh or Patridge any chance of a return. So about a 26-yard punt. Still, it's better than a couple of bad turnovers. We've had that punt off of one of the backs of the offensive players for Bow that allowed Plymouth to start inside the 30 of the Falcons a couple of drives in the first half. Marsh in motion, Sanborn at quarterback. Handoff on the motion to Marsh, who's hit pretty quickly. Gain of a couple. Looks like it was Brady Lover in on the tackle. Read it nicely. As a linebacker. Plymouth trying to open up that secondary again. Boa really plays shallow, bring everyone within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Sanborn going to air it out near side, out of the reach of Jackson Rainier. Rainier tried to lay out for that one, but it will fall and complete a couple of yards over his head.
Sanborn's pass incomplete, intended for Rainier.
Sanborn getting the call from the sideline for head coach Chris Sanborn. Bargo and wind up Wide right. Motion with Crane. Handoff to Crane, going left side, gets up into the secondary. Will get across the 45.
On the carry. Brought down
Bring
by
up 4th and about 2. 5 on that carry for Eli Crane, one of his first touches here this afternoon. With that, you're going to bring in Robbie Thorne as a running back to try to get those couple of yards. So Valenti will head to the sideline. Handoff Thorne. Still driving. Where's the forward progress going to be? He might be short. And it looks like he will not be given the first down. So a great stop there from Bo to earn the turnover on downs. Plymouth now 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions. So Bo will start this drive in Bobcat territory only for the second time today. 8:47 to go, third quarter. Handoff, and Lover gains a couple on the carry.
Lover on the carry.
Eli Crane in on the tackle. Help from a few other Bobcats.
Brought down by Nossaman and St. George.
They say St. George and Nossaman in on the tackle. Look at the road ahead for both teams. Bo will travel to Kennett for a Friday night matchup. 7 p.m. kickoff up in North Conway. For week 6, handoff. Schumacher gets about 4 on that carry to the 41.
Carry, brought down by Nossaman.
Evan Nossaman again in on the tackle. But after that, it'll be final regular season home game for Bo on October 19th against John Stark before being away at Pembroke and Trinity to wrap up the regular season. Handoff Schumacher trying to turn upfield. Try to go for that C gap, and we'll get a 1 on the carry. Bring up 4th and 1 now, actually. Give
Brought down by Madeira.
a little bit extra on that run. And really, it's 4 down territory the rest of the way for Bo. As Wheeler will come in at quarterback now. Pitch back to Lover. Get some good blocking. Get met right at the sticks by Russo, and he might be short. And he is. So both defensive sides getting some big stops back-to-back on 4th down. So Plymouth will take over on a turnover on downs. With 6:30 to go, third quarter. Bobcats leading 28-0. Handoff. Valenti with a lot of daylight out in front. with a fullback dive, gets across midfield. A big first down there for Plymouth.
The carry brought down by Lover.
Brady Lover with the tackle. He's been everywhere on both sides of the ball. Feel like he's upgraded almost every position except for on the line itself here today. Marsh in motion. Handoff on what looked like to be a little bit of a broken handoff there for Jackson Rainier. Gets maybe one on that carry. That's a 45. Patridge in motion, handoff to him. Tristan Patridge getting close to the stick. Should have enough for the Bobcat first down, depending on the mark here.
Patridge on the carry.
And does get a 9-yard carry. That'll be chain gain coming out on the official timeout here to check the spot. And it is a Bobcat first down. And Plymouth will be back home again next week. Luc Besson game. Not a night game this year. Will be next Saturday, 1 p.m. kickoff against Pembroke Academy. Hand off to Patridge. Patridge cutting back up and going back up against the seam. 13-yard carry there for Tristan Patridge. Another Bobcat first down. After that, Plymouth will take on Souhegan in most likely their biggest test of the regular season. Be on Friday night, October 18th, for a 7 p.m. kickoff for returning home for Senior Day. It's Merrimack Valley on October 26th, and wrapping up the regular season down in Dover at St. Thomas Aquinas. Sam are going to air it out. Was looking for a Bargwin and really had no angle there. That will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Oh, I get it. Only on Thursday. Oh. Only on Thursday.
Sanborn gets the call from the sideline. Rousseau in motion, fullback handoff, Crane gets wrapped up by Lover and a couple of other Falcons. Gain of 8 on the carry. Bring up 3rd and 2 for the Bobcats inside the red zone once again today. Again, handoff left side. Rousseau spun down around the 5. And it'll be first and goal, Plymouth.
Russo on the carry.
Next week's game for Plymouth will be with Studio 48, as it will be a student-run broadcast for that game. Be live exclusively. Bobcat Media NH YouTube channel, as it was last week. Double reverse here as Legacy gets wrapped up. Be a loss of a couple on the carry.
Legacy on the carry.
So again, next week we'll be with Studio 48, Bobcat Media Network. Find that on the YouTube at the handle of Bobcat Media NH. Students from video production courses in the Media Club will be covering that one fully. Handoff. Russo cuts across the 5 back up field. It'll be third and goal from about the 4-yard line. Felt that who had possession time at the beginning of the game would control, and so far that has been Plymouth. As a whistle. And it's like a delay of game on Plymouth. That'll bring them back a few yards here. So third and goal, this time from the 9-yard line. Under a minute to go, third quarter.
What? Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean.
Cooper Legacy getting off the field in time. Almost too many men on the field for Plymouth.
Oh, nice.
And another whistle. False start on the offense. So third and goal, this time from the 14-yard line. So unforced penalties and errors by Plymouth here today. See if this pushes Sanborn into a throwing scenario.
Okay, maybe we don't.
Double reverse and flag takes down Rainier. And it'll be fourth down. Loss of 6 on the play.
On the carry. Brought down by flag.
So Plymouth looking to a lot of confusion. Plymouth's going to have to call a timeout here. They are not ready. They are not ready for this. And Legacy was supposed to be out there for the extra or for the field goal attempt, but instead Plymouth is going to be forced to burn a timeout here. Stop the clock with 9 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Wait. I mean, like, if two more of us, like, one play two square.
Yeah, check out Bobcat action all year long here on Pemmy Baker TV. Also stay up to date on everything happening around the town. Our coverage of all the town board meetings, select board, planning board, zoning boards once a month, also both school boards. And everything else happening around town. Also join the town newsletter, stay up to date every Friday. New edition comes out straight to your mailbox. Field goal attempt for Legacy is no good. First field goal attempt this season falls incomplete.
Kick is no good.
So Bo will take over from their own 20 here with 3 seconds to go in the quarter.
6, 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 9. The winning 50-50 number is 6, 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 9.
Wheeler in under center.
Pick up your prize at the top of the hill.
Hand off to Miller. Tough exchange there. He gets across the 25, a gain of about 6. As that will do it here for the third quarter.
Carry brought down by
As it comes to an end, a scoreless third quarter as the Bobcats continue to hold a 28-0 lead here on homecoming weekend. The end of the fourth quarter, Bobcats looking to close it out and stay perfect on the season. Welcome back on Pemmy Baker TV. Dan Salzer alongside our staff, bringing you coverage of this Week 5 matchup in New Hampshire high school football. Congratulations, boys soccer, picking up a homecoming win earlier today here at home against John Stark, 1-0. John Stark getting the better of the girls earlier this morning at the 10 a.m. start time for that matchup, 2-0 for the Generals. Handoff, Miller with all sorts of daylight. Lions trying to chase him down. Miller pushed out around the 25-yard line, and the biggest play of the day for Bo comes to start the fourth quarter. I say he stepped out at the 28.
On the carry, pushed out of bounds by Lyon.
About a 52-yard run there for Miller. Puts the Falcons as deep in Bobcat territory as they've been here today. Another handoff and right up the gut on the draw play for Lover. We'll get about 3.
Lover on the carry, brought down by Madeira.
Osman pleading with the official about something. Feels like he's probably getting held at the line. I like Bo going here with this little hurry up. Not spending a lot of time in the huddle. Not truly a full hurry up offense, but using the clock quickly to their liking as a big hit, and this one is dropped by Shannon. Again, in and out of his hands. Crane coming right in on Wheeler and hit him as he was throwing. That nearly caused the interception there for Shannon. Wind starting to pick up once again here today, as you hear on our microphone. So apologize for the wind noise. Ken Cars has nowhere to go, gets stood up at the 25. And just like that, after the 52-yard run, it's 4th down.
Brought down by Rainier.
Jackson Rainier in on the tackle. Bell trying to avoid the shutout, get some momentum here in the 4th if they can. Lover back under center. Design quarterback keeping play there as he trips up trying to cut up field. The pressure from Plymouth, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They run that about once a game.
Lover on the keeper.
The designed quarterback keeper and the fake handoffs. Plymouth was ready for it. Start seeing if the second team unit and third team unit will start to come in here for Plymouth late in the ball game right now. Still starters out there. Here's Sanborn under center. Handoff Valenti across the 30 out to about the 33. Gain of 7 on the play.
Valenti on the carry, brought down by Rayu.
Trusock, the wide receiver on the near side for Plymouth. Handoff Valenti once again, or correction, Patridge still on his feet across the 40 out to the 45. We'll give him a first down at the Bobcat 46. Miller in on the tackle, but
Patridge on the carry.
Patridge with some good yards after contact once again. Handoff Valenti gets up into the secondary across midfield. They'll mark him down. Looks like right at midfield.
Valenti on the carry.
Bring up
Brought down by a
second
clear.
and 6.
Second and 6 from midfield.
Handoff for Eli Crane being dragged down by the jersey out to the Falcons' 40-yard line. Miller on the tackle. Got a fistful of jersey there.
On the carry.
But it's another Plymouth first down, 8:18 to go. As the clock will restart here after the chains get moved. Handoff again. This time it's Russo across the 30, and just like that, another Bobcat first down.
Russo on the carry. Good for another Bobcat first down.
Taylor Russo, number 28. So now Plymouth just going to continue to bleed the clock off here in the fourth quarter, as they've done all game long. Handoff to Ciotti, who's hit right away. First carry for Dominic Ciotti this afternoon.
Ciotti on the carry.
Give him forward progress of about a yard. 7:03 to go, fourth quarter. Bobcats up 28-0, while scoring happening in the first half of play. Ciotti finds a hole this time. Still on his feet, gets past the first level, but a flag coming in at the line of scrimmage. I expect this one's coming back. Another flag. Same flag, they just moved it.
Flag down on the play.
And so it is a holding penalty on Plymouth, so that'll negate that good run from Dominic Ciotti. Back Plymouth out to the Falcons' 36-yard line. Run here for Brody Russo, down to the 25. Good recovery run.
Ball carried by number 25, Brody Russo.
Third and, let's see what the spot is. Looks like 3rd and 7. Handoff, Ciotti gets into the secondary, still on his feet. Kincaid's just holding on to that ankle to bring him down, but it's enough for a Bobcat first down at the 15.
Ciotti on the carry. First down, Bobcats.
And a timeout called by Plymouth, their second charge timeout. We'll step aside once again. 5:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's the Bobcats 28, the Falcons 0. You're watching Bobcat Football on Pemmy Baker TV. Back out of the timeout by Plymouth. 1st and 10. Handoff for Russo. Runs into a wall.
Russo with the carry.
And they'll give him forward progress of about a yard. to the 13-yard line. Plymouth trying to add one more. It's been a scoreless second half. Handoff again. And once again, nowhere for Plymouth to go on the carry.
Carry by Crane.
Simeon Crane getting his first touch this afternoon, number 20. Be a loss of 1, 3rd and 10 now for Plymouth as the second and third teamers start coming into the game and getting some more playing time. Continue to build the depth of this roster. Sanborn will break the huddle, go under center. Pitch over to Ciotti, tries to cut up, and great job there from Adam McClare. Shook off the Bobcat who was blocking him and able to wrap up Ciotti there for the stop. Bring up 4th down now, 4th and 9. Sanborn going to throw, and it's out of the reach of Hiltz. That was thrown behind him. He was trying to head for the flag, and a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bow, deep in their own territory. Here with 3:18 remaining in regulation. So some confusion by Bow with a substitution and personnel package on the field. As Bow will be forced to call a timeout. So again, taking a look ahead. Bow will be at Kennett Friday night at 7 o'clock before their final regular season home game against John Stark. Plymouth taking on Pembroke Academy before heading on the road. And their tough opponent in Souhegan in a couple of weeks' time. Plymouth feeling like they've kind of righted the tracks here after a tough game last week at Kingswood. Again, trailing for the first time this season, trailing at half before pulling out the win in the second half. Bobble, fumble on the play, and Plymouth is recovered. Aiden Bryant, number 63, with the recovery.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Ahern.
Correction, it's Ahern there with the recovery. Isaac Ahern, the sophomore. So Plymouth with a chance now. 1st and goal at the 10. Handoff, Ciotti still on his feet inside the 5. Still going towards the sideline. And finally will be pulled down at with forward progress at the 4.
Ciotti on the carry.
The fundamentals that they
Brought
teach
down by Gonta.
with youth football, just keep your legs moving. Showing off the Ciotti strength. Under 3 to go in regulation here. And a whistle. And a timeout called by Bo. They'll burn their second timeout. We'll take a break one more time. 2:40 to go. Bobcats leading 28-0. Out of the timeout by Bo. Both teams one timeout remaining here late in the ball game. Second and goal from the 4. Aiden Patridge with the carry, number 35. Looks like they'll give him a yard.
Aiden Patrick on the carry.
Plymouth trying to get one more score here for the depth players. Hand off and into the end zone. Barrett Noyes, his first touchdown. The first score of the second half for either team.
Bobcats. Touchdown scored by number 32, Andrew Noyes. Barrett Noyes.
Here comes Luke Legacy on for the extra point attempt. Gavin Sanborn just counting the line, make sure they have enough out there for protection. And a bad snap. Legacy has to pick it up and run with it. So the extra point attempt is no good, but Plymouth with a 34-0 lead. Under 2 minutes to go here this afternoon. Just a tough snap there. That actually went behind the back of Gavin Sanborn, and nothing he could do to try to recover. Legacy trying to make something happen. Plymouth looking to hold on for their third shutout of the season. Eli Smith, number 14, back now at his own 10-yard line for Bo to receive this kickoff from Legacy. Drilled low off the hands of Elias. And charging forward is Smith. A great return across midfield out to the Bobcat 45. The senior running back listed on the roster with a huge return.
Smith on the return.
Gives Bo a chance to get some points on the board before the end of this one. They mark him down at the Bobcat 46-yard line.
Brought down by Matt Smith.
Wheeler staying in at quarterback once again. Handoff here for Bo. That's for Braden Brown, number 32. The sophomore running back. Gets a gain of 9 on the play.
Brown on the carry. Brought down by Noise.
Approaching the final minute of the ball game. Handoff, and Smith hit right away. Gain of only a couple.
Smith on the carry.
Met Wally for the tackle for Plymouth. Chance for maybe 1 or 2 more plays for Bo if they hurry. And Bo just not going to take any chances here. They'll take a knee that will end it this afternoon. Plymouth controlling from the start. Some great defense, some good stops by both sides, but Plymouth's run game and time of possession, too much for Bo and the Falcons. Plymouth improves to 5-0 on the season. Bo falls to 3-2, stopping their 3-game winning streak. As Plymouth again looking to close in on that top seed coming out of the East. Will either have a 1 or a 2 seed if they can continue with this kind of momentum. But that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. We thank you for tuning in. Our camera operator and Xander Shin, I'm Dan Salzer. Final score for the final time here from Plymouth Regional High School. It's the Bobcats 40 and Bo 0. We'll see you next time here on Pemby Baker TV.
Claremont.